There's nobody in the lights box, I'd say.
I've never seen Tony Guerin, he's so still for so long.
Old age is a right choice about things are exactly as they seem. This is my spot, I love this place, this is where I do all the work. No bother.
Killinver's chemistry, pottage of Atlantic emotions, shingle, seaweed, sand, sea life, swimming and crawling, shell life, loose and fastened, of gliding, silver wings, flecking, towering, jagged, dark, dour cliffs, and distant skies of blue, of larks' tremulous wings, flapping like crazy, their fixed positions, high above golf's manicured fairways, farmers' fields, their paddocks, their acres of tillage, their trimmed hedges, and those hedges of inhospitable briar that provide nest, bed, food, changing palette with its waving shades of greens and golden browns. Winter in, winter out, brave Escalonia and Hebe battle with the elements and just about manage to survive, while hapless Holly, Sally and Whitethorn bow eastwards, their sapless skeleton limbs in pale exhaustion. I think that's so poetic that I wouldn't have associated with Tony up now. So I was really surprised when I read this. And hard as it is for a young fella from Church Street, praising our soul from the ground, I have to say it was a terrific read. And congratulations.
We'll have the vicar next.
It is a lot like Ulysses, insofar as, like Ulysses, with quilt you have to dig deep down into the centre of the quilt to get to the bottom of it. Mike and Josie, she's after marrying a bit of a poet. He drives 150, who's 10 years older than her, who works as a counterhand at Conroy's, and who's a mean-spirited son of a bitch. So they're disgusted. And at this particular juncture, they're visiting Maeve in her new and humble abode in Killinver, as it might be pronounced. And she's excited to see them, but there's a little bit of tension in the air. Oh my God, Mom, Dad, come in, wonderful, wonderful to see you. My God, a gramophone, a lifesaver, yippee! Where did that gramophone arrive from, I ask? Do rest it down there, Dad, on the table. Delighted to me, delighted to. And all those records made, Father Sidney McHugh, Delia Murphy, Joseph Locke, Caruso, and from myself, the Clancys, the Kilfenora, the Tulla, Bing Crosby, and millions of other wedding prezzies. So there they are. I forgot to mention that her father married into a big farm that his wife had inherited from her people, and he was a cattle jobber as well. And of course, as we all know, a cattle jobber always likes to get a good deal, as we say in show business, a sweet deal. And he certainly didn't believe that his daughter got a good deal marrying a fellow driving 150 and writing middling poetry. Now that's all I'm going to read for you, but what I'd say is, since I left here 4 or 5 years ago, I spend a lot of my days in the butt of the bog, pulling bogdale out of the ground with a ginnet. And I'd come back to the house about 2, 3 or 4 hours later, and I'd say, I got a mobile phone, and I'd say, Jesus, Tony Guerin rang me 2.5 hours ago, he'll kill me. So I ring him back, and the first thing I hear is, Vicar Joe. And I go, Thomas Anthony. He'd say, that Irish word, gomalog. Where would you put the father in that? All I can say to you, Tony, is I'll remind you of an Irish shanacle. This is a retrospective, I know. But the shanacle says, is far soul roll nor gahul in our need. It's better to have one eye in front looking forward than two eyes looking backwards. So what I'm saying to you, Tony, is you can take the weekend off because you have a bit of excitement. But come Tuesday morning, put lead in your pencil, look out over Kerry Head and start writing again because I missed your phone calls.
It's in the morning room, my lady.
Thank you, Lane.
My dear Lady Bracknell.
Good morning, dear Algernon. I hope you're behaving very well.
I'm feeling very well, Aunt Augusta.
It's not quite the same thing. In fact, the two things rarely go together. I'm sorry if we're a little later, Algernon, but I was obliged to call to dear Lady Horbury. I hadn't been there since poor husband died. I never saw a woman more altered. She looks quite 20 years younger. And now I will have a cup of tea and a little cucumber sandwich that you promised me.
Good heavens. Lane, why are there no cucumber sandwiches? I ordered them specially.
There was no cucumber in the market this morning, sir. I went down twice.
No cucumbers?
No, sir. Not even for ready money.
That will do, Lane. Thank you. I'm greatly distressed, Aunt Augusta, about there being no sandwiches. I ordered them specially.
It makes no matter, Algernon. I had some crumpets with Lady Horbury, who seems to me to be living purely for pleasure now.
Please do excuse me, Aunt Augusta. Slice her down.
How thoughtful of you, Algernon. In the AM, a sherry is medicinally recommended for God's sake, if not for the soul's.
For God's sake, why ever not, Lady Bracknell?
In all matters we are agreed.
Every crowded street where two or more people are gathered, there I will search for Lady Bracknell.
Periscope peeled on Quasimodo, bad dump. Peeled, bells, Notre Dame, Periscope. Get it, peeled.
I too despair. I too despair.
Tuesday and Thursday mornings, lady is present, as indeed is yours truly.
Tuesday, Thursday, noted.
Dropouts X, drunkards X, druggies X.
No such animal as ex-drunkard, ex-druggie.
Nonsense.
Us X's have